Alright, so lately I've been speaking to a lot of video editors, and the income range where a lot of guys are stuck at is 1 to 2K a month. I think this income level is very interesting because there are a bunch of factors that can play into you being stuck there. However, in this video, I'm gonna talk about what I think most of these guys who are stuck at 1 to 2K are facing, their main issue. And why would you even listen to me? Well, that's because I charge more than 1 to 2K per single video, and the video takes me about a week to do. So in this video, I'm just gonna explain how I think about this whole situation, right? What happens when you just start video editing is raising your prices is quite easily, or frankly, you don't even need to raise your prices that much to get to 1 to 2K per month, because you just take on any client that comes your way and eventually you're going to be there if you stay consistent a little bit. The issue is, however, with this mindset, you can't really progress further. So since you're already at this income level, it means that you've stuck to video editing for quite a while, probably around 6 months or even a year, or maybe even a couple of years. That is totally fine. My point here is that you understand that in order to make something work, you actually need to stick to it. So you don't do crypto, YouTube automation, copywriting, whatever else on the side. You are just focused on video editing. However, what most guys get wrong is that this specialization goes way deeper than just video editing, right? Because within video editing, there are 4 types of content. If we're talking about YouTube video editing, there are 4 types of content that you can be editing. So faceless documentary, vlog/IRL, talking head, and then gaming. And the problem is, with all these 4 types of contents, the skills that you need to get really good at them and get past that 2, 3, 4, even 5K per month range vastly differ. The easiest example would be in the vlog/IRL niche. You get a bunch of footage, like real life footage, which you don't nearly get that in the faceless documentary videos, right? You just get the voiceover, and it's your job as an editor for that to cook something up and to make visuals engaging for that video as well. But you don't need to learn cutting that much in faceless documentaries as in vlog/IRL. And if we take gaming, that is something totally different. You literally get gameplay, screen recording from a game that your client is playing and recording, whatever. So it is insanely different, and the skills to get really good at all these types of contents vastly differ. And why do you even need to get good at these types of contents is because when you're past those very beginner stages, you can't just be kind of adding more and more videos to your workflow because you just run out of time in your day. What you need to start doing instead is you need to start raising your prices per video. And in order to do that, you actually need to get better at editing videos so that your work is worth more. So basically, I'm telling you to niche down, but don't think about niching down in a way where, oh yeah, I'm editing faceless documentaries, but the specific type of faceless documentaries that I edit is just fitness faceless documentaries. I'm not gonna touch finance, and I'm not gonna touch movie recaps, because that is just not practical. That way you narrow down the pool of clients you can work with by a lot for basically no reason. Because unlike the types of content, so as I said, faceless documentary takes totally different skills to get good at than talking head videos. Unlike that, fitness faceless documentary and movie recap, which is also a faceless documentary, they take kind of similar skills to edit. The intricacies of those may be still different, but it's not worth you not taking on movie recap, because by editing that, you're still gonna get better at editing faceless documentaries. And eventually, if you're really into fitness faceless documentaries, that's still gonna improve you, and eventually you're gonna be able to charge higher for your fitness documentaries work as well. And hopefully that makes sense. Niche down in types of content, not in specific niches of content. And how it happened for me, honestly, I didn't even do it on purpose. I just genuinely couldn't be bothered to edit anything but talking head videos. and that made me niche down in talking head videos, which led me to improving insanely fast within this niche. I remember in July 2023, I was charging around $100 per video, was around 1K per month mark. Then I discovered Twitter, all of that, started getting some inbounds. I remember I got an inbound for 200 per video from Twitter, still in July 2023, late July 2023. Did that, over-delivered on that, get way better than 200 per video just from that video, because I was learning a bunch of stuff. I was literally downloading videos from YouTube from people who I really admire their work and try to implement their edits in this video that I was working on, kind of pixel perfect, recreated as close as possible, which is a really good tip if you want to improve. But basically, I posted that 200 video on my Twitter. That attracted, I'm pretty sure, 250 per video client. I over-delivered on that. Again, just putting a lot of intention behind improving specifically in the talking head niche. Posted that 300 per video client, then it was 400 per video client, and then in late August I got 450 per video client. So essentially I 4x'd my rate from 100 to 450 in a couple of months or even 1 month. So this stuff really does work if you actually put your best into getting really, really good within one niche. You're gonna improve so much faster than just jumping from faceless documentary to gaming to vlog / IRL, because then you basically make no progress whatsoever. And what you need in order to stick to one niche is, I think you need to have a right mindset. So how it's gonna happen with most guys who go past that beginner stage of making, 500 a month or something, they take, as I said in the beginning of a video, they take any work they can just to get to 1K. And they basically get there by taking on more videos. But eventually they reach the point where they just don't have enough time in their day to edit more videos, so they plateau. And they have like 3 clients who all make different types of content, but they're still scared to drop them just because they have the scarcity mindset. And that is really the main issue. So let's say after this video, you decided that you actually need to specialize and you decided that you're gonna niche down to talking head videos, right? And let's say right now you're charging 200 per video. If you get an inbound on Twitter from faceless documentary client who's gonna offer you, if we convert talking head rates, 200 per video is roughly 20 per minute, because videos are usually around 10 minutes. If you get a faceless documentary client who's gonna offer, let's say, $30 per minute, because faceless documentaries are usually in per minute prices. If you have the mindset of instant gratification versus delayed gratification, what you're gonna do is you're gonna onboard that client, the faceless documentary client, because he pays more money than you're getting paid right now. Problem is, when you're doing that, you're basically capping your earning potential. Because think about this, right? Now you have 2 clients, you have talking head client, you have faceless documentary client. You're not making that much progress in neither of the niches, and your time is basically taken up by editing, because 2 clients is quite a lot. If they give you consistent work, you're gonna be very busy with just these 2 clients. And the issue is you can't really raise your prices that much because you don't have that exponential increase in your skill, which is exactly what you need to have in order to progress and in order to charge higher prices per video, right? However, if you actually stick to delayed gratification and you don't onboard that faceless documentary client, you stick to just your talking head client, you keep over delivering on that, sure, maybe in a couple of months span, you're gonna miss on a few $100, but long term, you're gonna make more money. Just because you're gonna be onboarding only the talking head clients, and that's gonna make you improve so much faster. So while that guy, the guy from the first example, is still stuck at maybe not 200, but like 300 per video, he raised the price just because he was working with the client for quite a while, not because necessarily he got better. Meanwhile, you improved fast as hell, so right now you're already charging like 600 to 700 per video, and the thing is, you keep improving. So another half a year passes, This guy still is editing all these random types of content. Right now he's literally editing Minecraft for no reason, and then he has Vlog IRL client. You charge 1.2k per just regular talking head video, and this guy asks you, yo bro, how does that even happen? I still am on like 350 max per talking head 10-minute video. Well, yeah, no shit, because you are literally so much worse than this guy who just stick to talking head and who got insanely good at editing talking head videos, not only to the point where he was able to charge higher prices, but also the best part, after some time you become kind of the go-to guy in the niche. So for example, with me, over the past half a year or something, I had 4 people come to me who do content as their main business, right? So it can be all sorts of things, but the idea is that they already have worked with tens or even hundreds of video editors on faceless channels or whatever, but now they want to start their like personal brand talking head channel. And who's the go-to guy for that niche? Well, that's me. So not only you're gonna be able to literally become really, really good and charge insanely high prices if you just stick to one niche, also clients who are gonna be looking for the best video editor in that specific niche definitely aren't gonna be coming to a guy who's editing Minecraft, faces documentaries, and then vlog/IRLs on a side. So that was a bit of a yap session, but hopefully you found it valuable. If you are already making 1 to 2k per month with video editing and you want to get to 5 or even 10k per month, then I actually have really good news for you, because I have one-on-one coaching program where I help guys do exactly that. So what you can do is you can go down in the description and book a call with me. It's a totally free call where what we're gonna do is we're gonna discover if we're a good fit to work together one-on-one, and then it's gonna be up to you. You will be able to make a decision for yourself if you want to be a part of the program or not. Anyway, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.